So this is the Optimal Life blog. I suppose this is really the hub of the Optimal Life Code, because this is where we get to give you the information and the reviews and the insights on what we're doing, on the latest tech, latest supplements, the latest apps. We're also going to give you case studies on people we've worked with, both high performers and people from every walk of life, and how they've changed their brain to be able to think and experience more freedom in their lives. We're going to show you how to life map, so you can really get a sense of how to maximize your time, your food, your nutrition, and your movement. For example, this is a Muse meditation headset. We've been experimenting with it a couple of years now, so we're kind of ready to do a review on it. And this allows you to track really how well your meditation is going, so that you know that you're not daydreaming and you're actually doing something that's affecting the quality of your brainwaves. This is the Emotive headset that lets us really have a three-dimensional experience, how your brainwaves are going and whether you've got maybe too much beta brainwaves or not enough alpha brainwaves, and so on and so forth. We've also got a transcranial stimulation device that came in about 6 months ago that we've been experimenting with, that really allows us to, help people resolve anxiety and depression. The latest supplements we're experimenting with, this is kind of liposomal which some people believe is extraordinarily good if you've had too many drinks and you want a little bit of help with your liver. But one of the fun things that we've organised is this kind of rating device. So we've kind of got a 1 to 3 lightning bolt rating device, because information's great, but is that information really applicable to you? So 1 lightning bolt is information that you just really need to know, kind of everyone needs to know in that area. 2 is you're living on the edge, you've really got information and knowledge that allows you to really live at that next level. And 3 is kind of off the charts information. You're really living life on your own terms, and you're probably performing at a very high level in that certain area. Let me give you an example. When it comes to something like anxiety, for example, a lot of people know about cognitive behavioral therapy, they know about attempting to manage their stress response. This is very basic information that everyone really needs to know. If we're going to level it up a little bit, we can pretty much resolve anxiety if we go to a good quality NLP or maybe clinical hypnotherapy practitioner, and we really understand that anxiety is a non-personal mammal response that any mammal does if it gets overwhelmed. And when we start viewing it from that way, we stop taking it so personally, and we really begin to find a rapid way out of that anxiety disorder. Level 3 would be using something like neurofeedback, or again something like a transcranial stimulation device, where you're living life on your own terms. You're not really listening to the man, as it were, you're kind of listening to yourself and really what works. Let's take another example, something as problematic and as annoying as, let's say for example cold sores. God, I used to get them, and I used to have to go and give talks in front of hundreds if not thousands of people. I used to be on national TV in the UK, so the last thing I wanted was these horrible cold sores. So back in the day the information was take a lysine, an amino acid, and potentially, help yourself reduce stress or do some kind of mindfulness or meditation. Reality is most of those things kind of don't work. They work for a few, but not many. They take the Zavorax and maybe a strong antiviral that kind of, forgive my language, but kind of fucks you up for days anyway. So we need to find something better. So we need to go to level 2. So level 2 would be really understanding that you need to get your gut health in order, and you potentially want to use something called a Virulite, which is an amazing thing that you can buy off the internet. It costs about $50. And the creators found out that certain light frequencies prevented the formation of cold sores, or if you had them, dramatically reduced the healing time. That's a cool piece of information. Level 3 is where you're, like I said, living life on your own terms, and you might be trying to get a complete resolve by taking hydrogen peroxide, or MMS, basically highly oxygenating antiviral bleaches. But again, this is an education, and if you're living life on your own terms, then these are maybe things that you want to have an insight into. As well as all of this information that we're reviewing, we're also going to have fantastic kind of interviews with people who are at the leading edge in what they do. For example, we've got an upcoming interview with Frank Pachelik, who is one of the original co-creators of neuro-linguistic programming, one of the most famous kind of brain-mind personal development systems in the world. We've got an interview with Dr. Carlos Sanchez, one of the leading functional medicine GPs. We've got an interview with Lee Stalker, who is a phenomenal, functional master of movement. So we've got some really cool things coming your way. So if this is something you're into, then stick around for the blog. We even review clothing. After all, I've often been asked, what is an optimal choice? Well, I think that's kind of easy to answer. An optimal choice is a choice that improves your life, the life of another, and the life of the world at large. So even the piece of clothing that you wear, does it make you feel good? does it pay the person who made it a wage that they can live on? And does it fuck up the world or not fuck up the world at large? That's the question we've got to ask ourselves. Okay, look forward to telling you more information